If you want to learn how to create the perfect smooth blend, then keep on watching. So we've got 3 different brushes for me personally when blending. We've got the big fluffy brush, we've got the medium one, still a bit dense but it's a bit fluffy, and then we've got the small dense brush. So I use firstly the dense brush to pack on the eyeshadow in the shape that I want. So I'm going to be doing a cut crease, so I'm going to stamp it on in the shape of the cut crease. So taking the brush and then just stamping into tiny circular motions, hardly even moving, just to put all the product on my eye. So when you use a smaller, dense brush, it gives you more control over your placement of your eyeshadow. So you can see that I've put it in the shape that I want. So now what I'm going to do is tap the excess off of my dense brush. And now that I've done that, I'm just going to lightly blend the edges. So I'm going half on the eyeshadow, half on the skin, and just buffing out the edges so it's not a harsh line. So you can kind of see that I've buffed the edges out now. Now it's time to add another colour on top. So I'm taking my medium brush and I'm just going in with the same colour because I'm going to add my depth afterwards. I would usually say go in with your darker colours first, but I'm using a glitter today, so I'm trying to work around the shade of the glitter. So taking the product on my brush, I don't want to take too much because this colour is just buffing it out and making a seamless blend. So I like to start in the crease first, where we've already placed the eyeshadow, and then slowly move up. It just adds more pigment, but it makes sure that when you place your brush on your eye, you don't have a big patch of the colour. So you start in the crease and then slowly move up. I'm just going in with a bigger fluffy brush now and blending out my edges. I'm going back in with my dense brush and I'm going to add some depth now. So I'm just starting in the inner corner, and I do it in sections just so I get my placement right and I can see how dark I want to go, and then I'm just going to add some along the way as we go. So this is how I get my seamless blend. I usually do start with the darkest shade first because it's easier to go gradient, it's easier to make it look more seamless, but I'm working with this glitter so I wanted to make sure the colours were the exact same. If you're trying to figure out how to do your blends, I would stick with lighter colours that you know are easier to blend and then add the depth in because it kind of gives you more control on how much depth you want in your eyes. If you want to see the finished look, then keep an eye out on my page.